or registered at 30. Yesterday, Silva weighed in at 35. Madrigal weighed in at 30, so they were going to be split. Madrigal saw the brackets, said, I want to take a shot at Silva. So he said, I'm going to bump up. So here we are, 2 top 5 ranked guys in the country. In terms of rankings, probably the best matchup we've ever had at this tournament.
And I like that move. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to wrestle, I mean, the number 1 guy in the country. What else? You want to see guys who want to compete.
Well, and there he goes right away. He's right in on a single.
And shelving it to his opposite hip. Doing a good job there. Comes up to his feet.
See if he can return.
Wow.
Pretty good hips by Silva there.
So Madrigal does have his hands locked on the right leg of Joey Silva. It's like a stalemate call. Back to the neutral position. And that's great to see. I mean, if you're Anthony Madrigal, I always say there's 3 points of a shot. You have to get to the tie, you have to get to the shot, and you have to get to the finish. He was able to get to a tie, able to get to the shot. I would say he got 50% of the finish.
At least.
Got to the corner, got behind, just couldn't finish the lift and return. So he's 95% of the way there. Slowing down in that finish would have cut the hips away from Joey Silva, but unable to finish. 35 seconds left here in the first period. 2 top 5 guys in Joey Silva out of Florida, Anthony Madrigal out of Illinois. Here at 135 pounds, Joey Silva, the state champion out of Florida, 2-time Super 32 champion, 3-time NHSCA champion, 2nd at the 2015 Grappler Fall Classic, 3rd at the 2014 Grappler Fall Classic, and he's committed to wrestle at the University of Michigan.
Madrigal in on another shot at the end of the first period, but time's going to run out. So 0-0 as we're heading into the second.
Joey Silva last week knocked off then number 1 Roman Bravo Young to take over the number 1 ranking, and he chooses down to start the second period. Thoughts on that first period?
Yeah, there was really one exchange. Madrigal was in deep, and like you said, Silva with a great job defending it. So probably a feeling out process between pretty high-level guys. As I say that, Silva gets to his feet and escapes. 20 seconds of riding there for Madrigal. Madrigal's committed to Oklahoma.
Boomer Sooner. Coach Eric Guerrero. The coaching staff they've put together over there is pretty impressive in Lou Roselli's short time after taking over for Coach Mark Cody. So for Silva, we haven't seen a lot of offense from him. What does Silva have to do to get his offense going?
I think just pull the trigger. I think he's kind of going to pick his spot here, and when he explodes, he's real tough to stop. Madrigal's doing a good job of keeping that down block hand down and moving his feet, maybe keeping a little distance. So I don't know.
And does Madrigal go to the Ironman? He does, correct?
Yep, he's taken third there twice. I think Silva was a finalist there last year. I'm not sure if there were different weights or not.
Anthony Madrigal, 2nd in the state. 2-time Cadet Freestyle All-American, 2-time Ironman 3rd place, as just mentioned. And once again committed to OU to wrestle for Coach Lou Roselli. 10 seconds remain here in the second period. And now you're starting to see Silva getting those feet moving. Hands and feet.
Madrigal goes down. It looks like Silva might cut him. He's asking over to his corner if he should let him go or not.
optional start. Doesn't bring him up to his feet just yet. And he doesn't let him go. Optional start covers. Madrigal comes up to his feet, and a return for Joey Silva.
He's doing a good job staying heavy on the hips as Madrigal rolls out. And we're knotted up at 1. Riding time essentially not a factor at all. This could be a 1 takedown match.
And that's one thing about Joey Silva. His snap spin behinds, you really have to close the distance, and that's what we saw in that first period is Madrigal was able to close the distance and get to a shot, and that's what he's going to have to do here. And where he's gotten trouble in the past was he's so quick, and he shoots with that low single, that John Smith low single from so far away, and we've seen him get into trouble.
Yeah, he's doing a good dropping down almost like a pick. Those last 2 times, real close to the edge. Madrigal doing a good job defending, kicking away. He's got to be careful doing it on the edge, though.
55 seconds left here. 135-pound finals. Madrigal shoots, and
there's that spin behind. Nothing yet. See if he can return here.
Silva, no points awarded yet. 35 seconds left. Big lift in return.
Called him out of bounds. I think he might have had 2 there. We'll see if the other ref comes in.
And I think he could have had 2.
A few times.
A few times. And Coach Palazzo is asking for an explanation there, and I would have given 2 at least twice.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the assistant calls.
And would you have given it 2?
For sure. I think that second one right before they went to the edge there after the second roll, I think his weight was on his hand. Silva clearly controlling the hips. But, you know, in the heat of it, sometimes it's hard to see.
And I think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, it's the right call.
He's holding up 1. So they do give the 2 to Joey Silva. Right call, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, they got it right, for sure.
The reason they have 2 refs come together. You know, and that's the thing is that side referee is always watching from a different angle than the head referee is, and people fail to realize that.
Yeah, I don't know if he saw that hand go down when he got behind the hips. So with that assistant ref there, we got it right. 3-1, 30 seconds left.
Madrigal quick to come out.
We'll see if he gets to his offense one more time. 20 seconds to go. He's probably got 1 or 2 good attempts in him. Ten seconds. He's firing them off. Let's commit to 1. And a late warning, but it looks like time's going to run out. Silva's going to hang on and bring home the title at 135, his first GFC championship. And the next time he's up in Michigan, he'll probably be wrestling for the Michigan Wolverines.